Hey.
Guess who?
Welcome.
Long time no see. Lesley.
Bill and Lesley and Bill show.
Yes.
Whatever.
At Rosehaven Yarn Shop.
It's nice to be back. It's been a long time.
It's been ridiculously long.
I know.
I don't even know. When was it? It was probably before Christmas.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
We're sorry. We've been busy.
I know, but I do have my own Instagram thingy that I do every Wednesday, except I never do it on Wednesday, and I forgot a week, so. Still, you got to follow me on Instagram in order to figure it out. I know.
I have one. I don't do it, but I'm trying to every Wednesday, but I don't.
Exactly. Yes. Well, and I'm very upfront about it, and I never. It's like this. I'd start out by saying, "It's Wednesday. Here's my video. I have nothing to say, so here it goes." And then I edit it down to about 3 minutes.
Yes.
And yeah, people watch it and tell me when I miss one.
Oh, okay. Milo.
Yeah.
Behave. And when we're talking, he gets excited and then starts ripping into his little bed.
He's good. He's being
a grumpy old man because he does not like coming to work with me.
And he sits with me because we're both grumpy old men.
Yes, grumpy old.
What do you mean, yes?
Never.
Did you hear that?
Grumpy.
I know.
So I was in Argentina and Uruguay. We went and seen Manos del Uruguay, and our fabulous Michelle, who organized the trip and went with us, created an entire book of all our photographs. This is the crew. This is the gang that all went to Manos del. We went to Uruguay and we went through Buenos Aires, Argentina. We had the most amazing trip. It was 2 weeks. It was crazy, crazy hot. So anyways, this book is in the store if you want to see pictures. Plus, I mean, I had it on the my Instagram. But of course, my phone, I changed the setting on vacation. Don't do that because I forgot the password. I lost the password. My phone wouldn't let me in. It kept doing, you've got to wait 2 hours. You've got to wait 4 hours. You get to wait 8 hours. And I'm like, yeah. So I lost my pictures. I had to reset my phone. My husband tried to help me from home.
From here, yeah.
Yes, it was disastrous, but it was an incredible trip. And now we are going to take most of this gang, we had so much fun together. We just bonded so well together. I think 6 for sure, maybe 8 of them. And 2 of them are bringing their partners because 2 husbands came, and now we're going to have more husbands on the next one. We're going to go to Scotland in July 2024. We're going to go to the Shetland Islands. And we are actually going to go to a couple other islands. We're not just staying at the Shetlands. We are going to zoom around. We're going to go to the Jameson Yarn Mill, and I think there's going to be some whiskey tasting. So yeah, it's going to be amazing. And we're making a bucket list of wishful places we want to go after that because we're going to try and do something every year. Yeah, we're talking Norway and maybe Italy because Italy has some amazing. That's actually where I get all my fiber is from Italy. The merino and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And actually the new yarn that I have been dyeing, I have now started wholesaling and buying my undyed yarn straight from Italy.
Oh, neat.
And it's merino, but the micron is so fine. It is so much softer. Like it's 80% merino and 20% nylon in the fingering weight, but oh my God, it's soft. It's so much softer.
And the nylon will give it durability.
Yes, because I've always had 80-20, but this is, and it's always been merino and nylon, but this merino, getting it from them in Italy, it's like, wow, yes, yes.
It's incredibly soft.
So these are some of my new colors.
I want to tell you what I would like to knit from it. It's that soft, folks.
Put it right close to your skin.
Yeah,
so
anyway.
That is my new one. This is Hikes Point, where my parents originally moved from.
Was that right?
They moved to the county onto Hikes Point, yeah.
Oh, they were rich?
God, no.
Oh, back then you didn't have to be
no,
rich.
we didn't live. We lived on Peely Island, but Dad got the job on Nicholson Island here in the county at the end of Hikes Point on the little island. So
cool.
Nicholson Island Club owned the house on the mainland, so they lived in that house and ran the hunt club for until Dad left in 1997. So they were there. He was there 11 years.
Wow.
So that's the Hikes Point colors.
It's very pretty.
Little speckles, a little bit of green, the little mossy bits on the rocks, the stony beach down there.
And
this was the one. This was the one we had the color. Here, show it in the camera.
Oh.
This is the one we had in the color, the naming color one. It was between. When did that? Strawberry Social. That's what it was. it's funny because it's a lot pinker in real life. This actually looks pretty close what you're seeing on the screen, at least what I'm seeing on my screen,
Right.
and that shortbread beigey brown color. But it was between Strawberry Social and what was it? I think something about Barnes, I think. But it was two. Anyways, the Strawberry Social worked.
It's amazing what the difference color makes.
Yeah.
Because this feels so much softer than this, the brown. Just in my...
No, I'm just thinking because I did have a few skeins of the older yarn, and it's not. This isn't the older yarn. I'm pretty much done that.
Your head tells you that light blue feels softer. Well, mine does, but there you go.
Your head's confused.
Yeah. No.
And then this one.
That's pretty.
This one is Ode to Vicky's Veggies. Vicky Emlott lives on Morris. Well, she's got her farm on Morrison Point where she does all her tomato tastings, and it's I think the seedling sale is this weekend.
It's this weekend,
right?
Yeah.
So she has all heirloom tomatoes.
Yeah.
So I knit it because I couldn't resist to see what it looked like. Isn't it cool? So it's basically you've got like these tomatoes are, I always get those ones because I live in Black River. This is the Black River tomatoes. Yeah. It goes into the greens and the yellows and the oranges into the, this one one has 6 colors in it.
And
to dye it.
And if you have the chance to come Labor Day weekend,
yes,
she does a tomato tasting, and all the tomatoes are laid out on a huge long table.
Yeah,
100
kinds
of them easily. Yeah, hundreds of kinds.
This one's such a neat color.
All colors.
Yeah. Because I asked Vicki if I had her permission to use her name, and then I showed her the first one I did, and she's like, well, you're missing the purple. And I'm like, you know what? You're absolutely right. So I went back to the drawing table and my kettles, and I got planned.
Not a lot of green, but there's enough. That's
just a smidge. Yeah. Though it's funny how the yellow seems to be showing up more than in the, but it's very short.
It doesn't in the swatch. The swatch.
Well, I was thinking maybe it's just because it's a more higher contrast.
Right, and maybe the green is kind of passing as yellow.
It's always interesting when you dye it and then you knit it. It can be, it's so different sometimes.
Fine little yarn. What would you make with this?
It's fingering weight, so socks for sure. Lots of people do shawls, and there's tons of garments and sweaters because honestly, I like fingering weight sweaters because they're lighter weight. They're not as heavy, and I get
a nice scarf too.
Yes,
it's
totally.
Yeah.
And this is my new base. This is called Blissed Out because this is 16.5 micron, extra fine, super fine merino, 15% yak, and 10% cashmere.
Yak.
So this is the new color that we came up with this spring. This is Rhubarb Ginger. This is Rosehaven Besties. And this is the Pixie colorway. We have the contest going on right now for Pixie. If you knit anything in a Pixie color, you will post it to Instagram and you tag me and you tag Rose Hall Run Winery because they create and make the Pixie color or Pixie wine. It's my favorite little sparkling rosé, and they have a Pixie basket that as of June 1st we were going to give away. I think it's got 2 full bottles, big bottles of the Pixie. It's got a bunch of cans. It's got a Pixie hat in the basket. There's a whole bunch of goodies in it anyways. So
Maria,
and we have hardly anybody that's put anything in. So Cheryl and Vera, I know you guys have stuff in, but make sure you have to tag us, tag Rose Hall, post it on Instagram, your garment or item, whatever item you made. And I have it in the Blissed Out, but we also have it in the fingering weight, and we have it in a DK weight. We have it in a few different weights.
So this is 100% natural. I mean, it's merino, which is an animal, and yak, which is an animal, and cashmere, which is a goat. And
this isn't superwash. So this hasn't been ever chemically treated. Okay, so this is Pixie fingering, and you see the difference?
Right.
Superwash grabs the color different. So I've had to kind of adjust what I'm doing because it's very, very different. Because I will segue into the next one. So, and this, again, Rosehaven Besties is way duller. And it's not like the base is any different color. They come out the same. They start from the same color tone. But because it's not superwash.
Oh, it's the treatment then.
Yeah, it's like I'm assuming this is a chemically done superwash.
So you must need to do more treatment.
I don't know.
Something in that
this because this will felt.
Oh, okay.
This will felt. Yeah. This won't felt. So because of that superwash, that chemical has taken all the burrs off of anything off the wool.
Okay, so
It's
if I do
chemically
get you, if I
treated.
knit underwear with it, I should use that stuff.
Well,
Not
yes,
the superwash.
just don't put it in the washing machine or your
Yeah,
teddy bear will end up
okay.
with underwear. So I got a new base. So this is called Simply You, EWE. So this is a fingering base. Now this is 100% non-superwash merino. So it's still soft,
So that's,
but when I'm washing it and stuff, it's got a different feel. Like your hand gets stuck because there's still lanolin in it, right?
oh, neat.
So this is shrinkable, feltable, and knittable, but it will absolutely shrink. So this is all natural, and so the color is way less intense. So every color when I'm putting together, like this one's, and I've named them all after teas. So this one's Earl Grey.
Earl Grey, yeah. Chamomile.
Chamomile. This one is Rose Hip.
Cool.
So it's pretty. What do we got? This one's mushroom tea, because it's very healthy for you. Not that I really like drinking mushroom tea, but it just had those colors. But because they're tonal, right, and they're so soft, they just look amazing together.
Yeah, yeah.
And then this is lavender mint, which you can see, it's like the colors are so much less bright than the purples that I would normally get with a superwash. It's very, very different.
And it's 100%.
100% merino.
Natural, and it's all
100%
natural. It's all animal.
no
it's
chemical.
not treated with chemicals.
Yeah.
And it's a fabulous price point.
Yes, it's a little less. It's a little cheaper.
It's cheaper. Yeah. So.
And then this is blueberry tea, and this one I think I just called strawberry cream.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the colors just lend to themselves to be softer, but like they all just look so pretty together.
But it's interesting because I've switched to buying organic fabric, and so it's dyed differently than the regular stuff.
Yep.
And the colors are not as bright. You don't get the same brilliance when you get to. So this may not be certified organic, but it is all natural.
Yes.
You would likely be able to
exactly.
get Orchotech certification for this because nothing
Yeah,
will
I
be
mean,
given off of this
I
that's
can
harmful.
get organic yarn if I want to, but as soon as they have the label, it becomes more expensive.
Right, and as soon as
But-
you dye it,
Yes.
it's no longer.
Well, exactly. I mean, I am using acid-based dyes.
Well, and
and
you
stuff.
can't. Then you have to go back through the
Yeah.
certification.
Oh, and this
process
is
again.
Bengal spice, and these are on the website if
these
you
are
want to
all
see that.
Another tea one.
Yes, that's Bengal spice.
I think-
Simply you.
You could
is the
do a
color.
whole sweater with these.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. Like
Take 'em,
stripe
just
it,
knit
right?
it.
Like
Yeah.
just. It's amazing because the colors. I guess because they're that tonal, everything goes really well with them.
I have a quilting
really love
friend
the Earl Grey.
who has turned me on to more muted colors in my work. There's
I
just
know.
something about it. I
I
love
know, 'cause,
color.
I mean,
but,
I love
oh
the
my gosh, I
rainbows.
love the
Yeah.
subtleties, the warmth.
And
that
it's
comes.
it's calming, right? Like it's just.
I had a
it's
conversation
so-
with somebody about comfort. You
Yeah,
know, and that
yeah.
finding comfort as you get older. That you know,
Yeah.
maybe it's not joy on that all the time that you're after, but it's comfort.
It's true.
Oh, let's sell this stuff out this week, okay,
Yeah.
folks? Tell them Bill
I
sent you.
only got 50 skeins, so I'm gonna have to do another order. And Joan called me today from Pearl and J Emporium. Hey Joan and the gang, Diane and those guys. I've known Joan forever. She used to come to my knit retreats with her truck Dorothy.
Oh, right, I know
Yeah,
her.
so she is going to have. She's invited me to come and do a pop up of my yarns in Kingston for July, the month of July. So
Oh,
July
very cool.
1st, I'll be there, and we're gonna have like a kind of a knitting crawl towards the end of the month. But more info coming. Hopefully I'm not in trouble for letting the cat out of the bag. But you're gonna hear about it. We're gonna do passports and have that whole knit crawl thing where you
Milo
jump
here
around the
hasn't noticed
stores.
the cat out of the bag yet.
Yes,
so we're
exactly. All right, yeah, and these are also. This is blissed out too. I mean, this is kind of
Nice
as
color.
intense as I get. This is the blissed out, the yak and the cashmere and the
I know, but
merino.
what's the color called?
I didn't name it. What do you want to name
I
it?
don't
This is
know.
Little Bluff. I did,
It's
but
like a
I know it's kind of.
sunset or a sunrise? No, it's not.
Well, it's no red in it. It's all that pink.
Red sky pink sky at night?
I don't
It's very
know.
cool.
It's sort of like.
It's in here too. Ooh.
Oh,
That'd be fun to
it's
knit
got
a
a
swatch
lot
of.
of. It's got a lot of tones and stuff. I don't know. I haven't. Erin she's kind of always trying to reel me back, which is smart. Somebody needs to. So I just keep playing around with colors, going, but I want to do this. Because she's like, you have 30 colors, you need to stop. And I'm like, but I don't want to. That's when she saw these ones coming up, she goes, wait a minute, you can't do those colors. We haven't got those colors. And I'm like, no, they're tees. I have a different base. It's like a play. So anyways, oh God, they're soft. Yeah, because Cheryl did a cowl and it's just, oh, delish. Yummy. The pile is getting bigger. We'll just keep piling it up here.
Wow.
And the other cool thing, what are we doing? The newest thing in knitting is to add threads. So check out this cowl. We only added the sparkle thread in here. So you carry the sparkle thread and then you put it down and then you just knit with the regular yarn and then you knit the sparkle with it. So you're carrying two threads at sometimes.
So it's only in the knit part.
And honestly, we did it because some people are sensitive to pickies and we thought, well, this would be against your skin where the other part isn't, but only if you reverse it. But anyways, it's just, I like how, oh, look at the sparkle.
Yeah, well, you could have done it the other way too.
Yeah, totally. Because on the other side. Anyways, so
You're so glittery.
I know.
I know, jeez.
So fun.
I don't want to see it.
And I like how it's glitter and then no glitter. It just makes it pretty. So that we knit with the purple yarn, and this is it here.
Wow.
So it's just a thin little strand.
So it is just like thread, literally.
Yeah, with sequins on it. Yep.
Huh.
So it doesn't really affect your gauge, right? And what's the meterage on that baby? 110? Keep going. 110. Yeah. So I think she just used one skein. It was Estelle Eco Tweed DK. Knit up a little hat, and it's
this is one of your dye.
No, this is an Eco Tweed. This is Estelle's yarn. It's a really nice. Actually, it's almost organic. They're Eco Tweed, and it's called the cowl is called Simple Yet Effective Cowl. So, and it ran away. Our sparkles ran away. So we also have it in this kind of. It's almost like they call it blush, but it's almost like just like a neutral.
It's a blush ring.
Yeah, and then it's a multicolored sequins. And then the other ones we have, these are even thinner.
So
they're like crazy thread. Yeah, this is just a glitter thread.
You could put that. You could use that in your sewing machine.
Yes, you absolutely could. And these have like 500 meters, 560 meters. So yeah, you got lots in this. And this is black with just silver, and this is the green with the copper. We're supposed to be getting more. I think it's gotten so popular.
Wow.
Nobody has it in stock because I've had it on back order for a couple of months. Because this is the thing now. We're getting more. Everyone wants to get more textural and interesting with their yarns and stuff, which is fun.
Yeah.
And then this one is called Make It Tweed. There's also Make It Rainbow, which I am waiting for. It was back ordered. So let me pull. There it is. So this, you again carry this. And it's got little bumps of different colors. And what will happen as you knit it and carry it with another thread, another piece of yarn, it makes it tweedy looking. So we got to get a sample done, but I sold. I only got a few balls left. So I got to
Maybe
get
somebody who bought one will send you a sample.
Yes, exactly.
With what they have left.
Exactly. And I was half thinking I was going to knit this into a cotton sweater. So do stripes with the tweed because 100% cotton can relax and stretch too much, right? Well, this won't. So if you're carrying this with your cotton, it'll kind of hold its shape better.
So what is this?
What is it made of? It's viscose, 35 viscose, 35 acrylic, and 30 polyamide. So, I mean, it's man-made fiber, but it will kind of hold it together and add a little jazz. So you could just do a color and then throw in stripes every once in a while. And it's not going to affect your gauge. Like, it's too small. So cool. That's my goodies. Those are again, I think they're viscose, polyester, and metallic. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure the stuff. Polyamide, polyester. Yeah. Man-made. I like a little glitter. Look at the glitter.
Yeah, I don't think that there's too much organic glitter.
No. No,
there's
no organic. Look at the sparkles. It's so pretty.
It's very cool.
Rainbow sparkles.
I would wear.
You wear a little sparkle?
I would.
So, what did you bring?
I didn't bring very much because I haven't. That's crazy. I am totally busy.
You're
this
not going to say you
weekend-
haven't been quilting, have you?
I still work about 6 to 8 hours a day at it. This weekend is market weekend for us.
Oh, yeah.
It started last weekend, but we're only going to go on long weekends, except they're talking about it pouring rain all day Saturday, in which case I won't be there. If it's pouring hard rain, I'm not
Right.
packing up quilts and stuff to go. Anyway, this is kind of, I went with quilts last year, and I'm still doing quilts. I love doing quilts and selling quilts there. These are the people I meet, so a lot of the fabric that's in it is from people's clothes that they've given me. It's also fabric that people have given me. It's also, some of them I made are with fabric I bought on sale. That's all organic.
Do I recognize this fabric?
No, I didn't
Okay.
bring it. But last time I had
Oh, yeah.
your mom's pants. Lesley's mom gave me her pants once. This is my neighbor's pants. Larry was walking the dog, my husband, walking the dog one night, and the lady came running out and said, "Oh, wait, Larry, wait," and said, "Here, Bill wants my pants." And of course, Larry had no idea what she was talking about, but he brought home a pair of ladies' pants for me. So
That's a nice coral color.
it is a very cool color.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have these. It's at $400 each, but what I want to do with all of the quilts, with everything I sell, I want 25% of it, and that's why it's called The People I Meet. It's fabric from other people and fabric that I bought because store owners were kind enough to make
Yes.
40% off sales for me.
Hi, Kim.
And
Kim
when-
loves it because it's vintage. Kim!
Yay. And when I go to sell these, 25% of everything I sell is going to go to 4 charities that I have selected that support vulnerable folk in our
Yes.
community. So it's going to go to the Queer Kids group, the support group that meets at the library is one of the recipients. Rosehaven Yarn Shop Knitters Crew, I'm going to donate some money to them because they're going to knit sweaters, hats, scarves for homeless folk.
Yep.
We have a
In our
hugely
area.
growing homeless
Unfortunately,
population in
it's sad.
Picton.
Sad.
And that's something we can do. So these are not going to be an even split between these folks. The third one is going to go to PEC Period Party, who is a group that makes sure that people who can't afford or can't find or don't have access to feminine hygiene products have them where they need them when they need them.
Yeah, there's a lot of youths that just literally can't afford to
and there are a
get
lot
pads and tampons.
And there are a
It's
lot of
ridiculous.
peeps who can't afford it, and there are a lot of places that they're just not available. They have them in schools now, again. So yeah, it's a really important cause to me. And the fourth one is, if you've watched these from the start, you saw Jessie Fraser on here with us in one of our very first ones.
I can't
Jessie
remember what
is,
color their hair was at the time.
yeah. Well, Jessie now goes by the pronoun he, him, pronouns he, him.
Yep.
And Jessie is in need of money for the beginning of his gender affirmation therapy, or
Top surgery.
top surgery.
Yeah.
I made the mistake once of calling it gender altering, and I felt so embarrassed I had to take down that video and redo it, because Jessie's gender isn't going to change. He's still going to be a he, but it's going to be affirmed. And so it's an incredibly important cause to me.
And it's expensive.
And it's really expensive, and
They don't have
I hope
access to just doing this. They're working their butt off. But
Yeah. So I figured it's something I can do and something that we can do. Now, not everybody who comes to is going to want to pay $400 for a quilt, so I am making cushions. And so I'll have some cushions there as well. And I'm going to be giving these away. These are also here in Lesley's store, which is my Safe With Me .info program. You go to the website, it'll explain what it's all about there, and I'm going to try to get up this week a list on the site, a list of all the stores and places where you can get the buttons. They're free, but if you want to give us $1 a button, that helps. I think the initial we paid $500 for the first 1,000 buttons.
Milo,
Come
he's
on now.
he's going because he wants someone to lift him up because he's an old man. Milo.
Would you like me to lift you up?
I'll lift him. No, don't. He's he's.
I don't lift up. Anyway, so that's it. I'm incredibly busy. Also, I've started doing some screen printing, and I'm doing bags, and I'm not going to say what it says on them. It says queer is, and then it's FCK with a fist, and they're on my blog, and they're on my Instagram account. I think maybe I posted it to Facebook too.
Yeah.
I just am really, 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 really tired of thoughts and prayers and love is love and all of those sweet little things that people say. It is time, folks, to vote. It's time to have action. I don't want to hear, I want people to challenge folks who are, and especially today, that's the very cool thing about today, is today is International Day Against, indeed, trans, no, you gotta get the order right. Homophobia, biphobia, transphobia, because it spells hobbit. You take the H-O, the B-I, and the T.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's International Day Against, so it's Ida Hobbit.
Thank you.
So yeah, it's a good day for us to be here, and about as queer as they come, and all of the groups that, well, I guess the period party. And you notice too that I'm very careful when I talk about PC period party in trying to refer to it as folks rather than women, because it isn't always women who need feminine hygiene products these days, is it? Okay, that's it for me, I think.
Okay.
Hey, Milo, did you see Milo? Milo and I have been buddies for a long time.
Yeah, you were there when Milo came home from the family we got him from when he was 10 weeks old.
And then he came and stayed with me for a weekend, and then I ended up getting a dachshund right after that.
Dachshunds are addictive, the orange.
But don't get more than one.
No.
No.
Yeah, he's 13 and a half, so he's got hair loss, he's got... But he's still going strong.
But he's always liked me okay.
Yes.
Except that one time I had to go into your house and feed him.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't let me go near him.
Because nobody was home and he was...
I left food for him and he ate it, but he wouldn't let me go near him.
So nuts.
I was supposed to bring him to my house, but he wouldn't let me.
No. It's ridiculous. He's funny about leaving us. So, I've been felting. I've been playing with my felt. So this is my latest piece. This one I'm putting in Art in the County. So this was actually all white, other than some of the stones in it. I can't see the camera anymore, but this is it. So I've beaded, I've embroidered, I've done all kinds of things. These guys are like 3-dimensional, and it's now framed. It's looking good. So this is going into Art in the County. Hopefully in a couple of weeks. I gotta get photographs. But yeah, so I was playing around with 3-dimensional and trying to make my felt into more art stuff. But I was really happy with it. And then from that one, I came up with the ideas. And so then I created this one, which I am just finished up. Oh, wow, that looks really, it looks neat when you see it on the camera.
It is, yeah.
So this is sort of my interesting galaxy thing. So lots of colors, and it's all hand stitched. And honestly, I got better and better with my stitching, making more even my circles. So I actually unstitched a bunch of things and restitched it. Milo, you're just gonna wait, buddy. You're the one that got down. And yes, there's little crystals and little beads on things. So, and this I'm also gonna get framed, and hopefully we'll put in Art in the County as well. So, yes, that is the exciting stuff that I've got happening. Trying to do one piece of felt a month, like one a month, one. So every month I'm trying to do one.
I have 2 pieces so far that I'm thinking about.
Oh, for Art in the County. Yeah.
I don't really get it. I guess that's as big as it's gonna get. That's one.
Oh yeah. That's the one I've seen. That
Red Sky at Night. So is it or Sailor's Delight? I haven't decided what the title of it is yet. Beautiful quilting. Beautiful quilting on it. I didn't do it. That's my quilter lady who does that. And the other one I'm entering, I really, really like it. Here, this one.
Oh, thanks, Kim. Kim likes my...
This one.
Oh, I love this one, yeah.
I do too. It's called 1971, Before We Could Ask. And it is, in 1971, it was illegal for... gay sex was legal in your bedroom after 1968 or 69. You could have sex with a man if you were a man. In your bedroom with the drapes closed as long as no one knew. But you could not approach someone on the street and ask if they might be interested without being charged by the police. You would never go to court because it wasn't worth the court cost to do it. But instead, they would just publish the police report in the local newspaper. So
your life was over.
Your life was ruined. And back in 1971, I was a teacher. I wouldn't have been able to teach school. I would have lost my family, my children, my child had custody rights. All of that stuff would have been lost. So in that time period, gay folks came up in 1971 with a thing called the hanky code, and the hanky code was a way to identify other gay men and what their interests were. So that if I saw somebody with, you know, a red hanky in their right back pocket, I knew that that person was gay and what they were interested in, and that would make it very little conversation, very little chance of getting caught, and then we could go someplace. And
didn't Bruce Springsteen didn't he?
well, he did do a hanky in one of his pockets. I have no idea whether
Was that
whether
in
there's a
reference?
significance or
Was that
reference
with the
to that.
1980s, right? Because
Yeah,
I didn't
no,
know
I don't
anything about
think-
the hanky thing.
No, it was the 1970s, and it got quite complicated after a while. And as gay men, we've had great fun with it over the years. You know, and there's like 400 I'm exaggerating, different hankies. But that quilt for me is about that time. Because that's when I was 21 years old, and that's the year I got married, and it was like a couple of years after that that I figured out for sure that, you know, oh no, not everybody's like me, and I shouldn't be married. But anyway, I think it's a powerful quilt. I have 2 quilts in Quilt Canada that they arrived in Halifax this week. It opens the first week in June. I can't show you the pictures because that's a deal, or one of the part of the deal, but one of them has the word queer right across the center of it, on the front of it, and the other one tells my coming out story in little bits of printing.
I
So
got to see
I'm
it.
pretty excited
It's
that
pretty awesome.
you know, 2 queer quilts will be represented out of 120 finalists.
Nice.
So that's it for me. I have nothing else.
Yay! Yay! Do you want to go home now?
Yeah.
He's just like, yes, get me out of here. Except you don't like the car.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Even the new one doesn't like the Jeep?
oh, he hasn't been in the Jeep yet.
Yeah.
Yes, I got my new flashy new wheels. Well, it's new to me. It's 9 years old, but it's fabulous. It's so been well taken care of. Thank you, whoever owned it before me. I have a little Jeep Wrangler now, so it's gonna be cool. Keep talking about, you know, I'm gonna have to yarn bomb the roll bars on it and take the top off.
No to the yarn bombing. Perhaps a little pink, you know, pair of knitting needles.
Well, I did get to the oh crap handles in pink, so.
Oh, good.
And I did order a new wheel cover for the spare tire on the back, so, and it's kind of jazzy pink. It's kind of
There you
like
go.
that. It looks like dye all swirled together because I'm always playing with colors.
It
so
started
it's
me
all about
looking though at people in Jeeps, and I've decided that at least, probably more than half of the people who drive Jeeps are women.
Yeah.
No, so.
Well, I drove it because I got it not yesterday, but the day before. So then I had to go yesterday morning. My son and I, we drove to Belleville. We had to go visit my mom. We take her out for Mother's Day lunch because, of course, I didn't have a vehicle because mine died the week before last week. But we got 5 Jeep waves because apparently Jeep Wranglers and Rubicons all wave at each other. So we have to do the wave, 2 fingers at the very least. Got
Pretend it's
waves.
a motorcycle.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm a Jeeper now, so apparently I've joined a Jeep cult. I even found Jeep dating site.
Yeah,
It's like, oh my god.
there you go.
I only date Jeep men. Anyways, but yeah, Tim felt very sorry because he had to take the trailer today, so the Jeep is the only thing that will hook up to the trailer. His little car won't, so he felt bad taking my Jeep today. But I said, just be nice to it.
Yeah, he said he was going to be embarrassed driving a Jeep.
I know, because it's just...
You want to talk embarrassing? I have a brother who drives a Tesla.
No.
Yeah, no, that's so. Yeah. A spouse driving a Jeep is nothing
Well,
compared to
Tim
that.
says if that Jeep could vote, it would vote for Trump. And I'm like,
No.
I 100% disagree. It's a total hippie car.
Exactly.
So,
Here, yes, I do too.
he's just... anyways, it just feels really funny because it's so nice and it's so pretty and so shiny. Neither of us are used to having a pretty, shiny car. My car hasn't had working air conditioning, a working gas gauge, or working just about anything on my truck. But so now I got a fancy one. So anyways, thanks for joining us. Thanks for hanging out with us, Kim. I
Thank
see
you.
you. Thanks for your kind words. And hope you guys enjoy it. And
That's it.
every second
well,
week,
whenever.
yeah, we're gonna try.
Usually on a Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah. Wednesday seems to be good because it's quiet. We just have to wait. We literally can't broadcast until there's nobody upstairs and the store is closed because the foot prints and the creaking of the old floor of the upstairs is really
And
loud.
I have no idea. We bought a microphone, but
Yeah,
I
we
don't think
haven't-
it worked.
We can't
so,
figure out to get it to work.
Yeah, so we'll fix
We'll
that,
get it.
I'm sure. Anyway,
Hopefully you can hear us.
so for the throngs of followers, not complaining, you know.
Exactly.
The one?
It's Kim. Yeah, Kim came with me to Argentina with her husband
cool.
Ron. We had a great time, didn't we, Kim?
There you go.
And we're
Cool.
going to
All
Scotland next. Woohoo, baby. All right. Take care. I'm going to turn now this off. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.